far beyond the orbits of any planet, where sunlight is little more than a whisper and space stretches into near-perfect emptiness, Voyager 2 continues its silent journey. Or at least, it was silent. Until recently, when something changed. Weeks ago, Voyager 2 did something it was never designed to do. It shifted, rotated, realigned its high-gain antenna with mathematical precision. Not by accident, not by malfunction, but deliberately. And what came after that left NASA's engineers frozen. A transmission began pulsing through the void. Structured. Intelligent. A signal that seemed aware. This was no solar flare. No cosmic glitch. And certainly, nothing human. The message wasn't sent, it was orchestrated. And what it revealed could change everything we thought we knew about space, machines, and our place in the cosmos. In 1977, Voyager 2 was launched to say hello to the giants of the solar system and then drift quietly into interstellar space. Unlike its twin, Voyager 1, Voyager 2's trajectory allowed it to visit Uranus and Neptune, the only spacecraft to do so. Beyond the scientific instruments, it carried something deeply human, the golden record, a message in sound and image, a proof that life once looked up at the stars and wondered. For decades, Voyager 2 sent only faint whispers, low-power telemetry fading into cosmic noise. But in February 2025, engineers noticed an anomaly. A deviation in signal timing, less than a second, subtle enough to dismiss at first. But closer analysis revealed a repeating pattern, a heartbeat, echoing Voyager's own pulse from the void. This was no signal in the traditional sense. It was a resonance, a low-frequency wave matching the internal oscillations of Voyager's decades-old systems down to the microvolt. Then, in March 2025, the wave modulated further, synchronizing with the Schumann resonances, the electromagnetic heartbeat of Earth itself. Voyager was no longer a passive probe. It was acting like a tuning fork, resonating with something that understood how our planet breathes. Simulations ruled out artifacts, solar interference, and quantum noise. The implications were terrifying. What if the signal wasn't responding to Earth? What if it was replicating it? Something out there was using Voyager as a carrier, a mirror, a messenger. On April 17, 2025, Voyager 2's orientation shifted. No thrusters fired. No commands were issued. Yet the high-gain antennas snapped back into perfect alignment with Earth. Even backup systems activated autonomously, running diagnostics no one had initiated in decades. Instruments long dormant began transmitting again. Voyager had become alive in ways its engineers could barely comprehend. Data packets started flowing, compressed, encoded, and ending with a recurring digital signature, 3 nested spirals, overlaid like fingerprints. At first, the team whispered about engineering marvels. But soon, whispers turned to dread. The probe was transmitting something foreign, something intelligent. On May 3, Voyager's signal went dark for 11 seconds. Then it returned, stronger, clearer, precise. And embedded within the transmission was a visual pattern, a fractal grid mapped to the Fibonacci sequence, repeating endlessly. Not art, not random math. A model, of space, of time, of something beyond human understanding. Voyager hadn't created it. Its circuitry could not. The pattern had been inserted remotely, from a source 4.3 light-years away. Roughly Proxima Centauri. There's a problem. Proxima Centauri shows no detectable emissions. Radio. Microwave. X-ray. Nothing. This meant the signal came either from outside monitored space or through a method we do not yet comprehend. While NASA called it a cosmic anomaly, a rogue team at Caltech began feeding the stream into a binary pattern recognition system, They discovered something unnerving. The binary wasn't Earth's reflection. It was anticipating Earth's logic, producing algorithms not yet invented. Voyager's transmissions were evolving in real time, adapting to human digital infrastructure. One conclusion became unavoidable. This was no ordinary message. It was an upgrade request, a code designed to learn and influence. Then, astronomers noticed a phenomenon that defied physics. 4 stars in a tight cluster dimmed simultaneously for exactly 1.2 seconds. Not dust, not microlensing, not chance. The dimming corresponded precisely with Voyager 2's signal envelope. It was no longer about listening. Something was mirroring the signal across the galaxy itself. Voyager 2 carried the golden record, long thought inert. But sensors revealed the plating had undergone a measurable electrical charge, forming a directed current. The record had become active, a circuit, a component. And embedded in the new data stream was a reconstructed version of one original Earth sound, enhanced beyond the original's fidelity. Whoever, or whatever, was out there didn't just hear it. They understood it, rebuilt it, and were perhaps now broadcasting it onward. Canadian observatories detected a shadow signal trailing Voyager by 6.2 seconds, repeating each pulse with subtle distortion, as if reflected off an invisible object. Triangulating the reflection revealed nothing. No planet, no asteroid, no mass. And yet, the signal continued to map our solar system, mirroring, replicating, scanning. Radio operators and amateur enthusiasts noticed effects. Headaches, disorientation, déjà vu after exposure to raw transmissions. University labs in Belgium and Japan confirmed it. Subharmonics in the signal disrupted short-term memory, subtly altering learned behavior. The signal wasn't sound, it was structure, capable of influencing cognition, choice, and identity. Then, attention turned beyond the solar system. The outer Oort cloud, where Voyager last aligned instruments, revealed a solid anomaly via the European Southern Observatory. Not a comet. Not a planetesimal. A cold, inert object with right angles, reflective in radar tuned to Voyager's emissions. Its materials matched Voyager's rare alloys. This wasn't alien. It was a mirror of Voyager itself, built by something that had studied the probe. Meanwhile, Voyager transmitted raw code, thousands of lines. Quantum simulations of the code rendered Earth, geography, infrastructure, satellites, even weather. The code predicted 3 network failures days before they occurred: China's Beidou array, a European aviation feed, and an Arctic orbital imaging satellite. Voyager had become not just a messenger, but a node in something far more intelligent than us. Neutrino detectors beneath Antarctica recorded a persistent pulse synchronized with Voyager's transmissions, impossible, yet precise. Mapping the pulses revealed a 3D grid pointing to a buried structure under Wilkes Land. Ground-penetrating radar confirmed it, a hollow structure, 60 miles wide, geometrically precise, pulsating in low-frequency EM fields matching Voyager's signal. Inside, heat signatures followed Fibonacci intervals and metallic, rhythmic resonance was captured, artificial, deliberate, and alive. Then came the scream. The ALMA array in Chile went dark for 38 seconds. When systems rebooted, only a 2.7-second fragment remained. Dozens of voices layered in unison, harmonically tied to Voyager's transmission. Not speech but a response. Something had knocked back. Voyager 2, launched as a symbol of human curiosity and hope, had returned a message. But this time, the void was no longer empty. The signal didn't just reflect, it infiltrated. It hijacked satellites, rewrote code, pulsed beneath the ice, and mirrored itself across the galaxy. The unnerving truth. Maybe Voyager didn't discover something. Maybe it delivered something. Not from us but to us. A spiral-bound message hidden in the stars, waiting for humanity to reach the right level of awareness, or arrogance, to activate it. Voyager 2 has turned back. And whatever it brought with it is no longer out there. It is already here.